Now let me point out something else about growth, personal growth. Right along the line of criticism, that you may have to expect some discomfort in growing and in becoming better. And so I'll tell you my story about lobsters. Right? Came across an article in a magazine that said, well, how can lobsters grow? After all, a lobster is a soft animal that lives inside a hard, unyielding shell. And the shell is not going to expand. Well, if the shell is not going to expand, how can the lobster grow? And the article went on to say that when the lobster feels very crushed because it has grown and now the cell has become very oppressive, right? And the lobster feels very uncomfortable. So it hides under an underwater rock formation to protect itself from predatory fish, and it sheds its shell and it grows a new spacious one. Well, as it continues growing, this new shell now becomes oppressive. Back under the rocks, sheds the shell, grows a new shell. And it repeats the process a number of times until it reaches its maximum growth. Now, what it is important to realize is that the stimulus for the lobster to be able to continue to grow is it feels discomfort. And if lobster had access to a physician, right, lobsters would never grow. They would die being an inch and a half big. Because the moment the lobster felt in any way uncomfortable, he'd go to the doctor and say, hey, doctor, I don't feel good. And the doctor would say, well, here's a Valium, here's a Percocet, and take something to eliminate that feeling. Yeah, but the lobster would never go under the rock, never shed the shell, never grow, right? And it would die being an inch and a half big. So you see, we can't avoid painful experiences in growth. And our grandmothers were not wrong when they said that we have growing pains. Right? So in order to develop self-esteem, we have to be able to accept some discomfort, the discomfort of looking for our character defects. And maybe if we can't see them ourselves, maybe we can have somebody point them out to us. Maybe we have a good friend who will say, look, I won't break my friendship with you, but please, I need you to tell me what you see about me that I can be doing better. Right? There may be the discomfort of discovering the positive talents in yourself. Why is that discomfort? Because that means that we have to do something with ourselves. We might not want to do something with ourselves. We might rather want to coast along and be content like cows. Right? So, there's the discomfort in feeling I have to do more about myself because I've got the abilities. And this is the discomfort of growth. And I think that nature has taught us that when it tells us about lobsters. That in order to grow, your stimulus is going to be, you're going to feel uncomfortable. Right? And when you feel uncomfortable, don't immediately look for some pill to make you feel better. Yes, there are times when medication is necessary. But so many times in life, the situations that we find ourselves in may be difficult, right? But they may be signs, nature's signs of telling us it's time to advance beyond where you are. Learn more, do more, make yourself into a better person, make yourself into a more efficient person. Take the necessary, reasonable risks necessary to try new things in life. These are the kinds of things that are a key to success. So, self-esteem and success. Self-esteem for success. You can see why the two go together. And hopefully, if you will work on your self-esteem and improve it, hopefully you will become a better person, a more efficient person, and more successful person, and perhaps most of all, a happier person.